Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great today. Yeah, we're going to be talking about music as I always do, and I'm moving on from the Adele series and now I'm moving into the Shakespears sister series. So the album that I'm going to do, I can't pronounce it properly, but I think it's called Hormonally Years. So here's the physical disc that I've got. I don't have the physical disc to the Sacred Heart album that we did, but I've listened to it on Spotify, so I'm also going to give my thoughts on that album next week. So, I've got the song list per usual on my computer, so I'm going to state all of the song names. So it goes Goodbye World, I Don't Care, My 16th Apology, Are We in Love Yet, Emotional Thing, Stay, Black Sky, The Trouble with Andra, Moonchild, Catwoman, Let Me Entertain You, and also Hello, in brackets, Turn Your Radio On. I've just counted also my favourites, and it turns out I have 6. So these are the ones that I kind of repeat individually, whatever mood I'm in. But with this album, it is a very catchy and alienistic album. So I can listen to it fully, no problem, if I have the time and if I want to listen to Shakespears sister as well. So I want to keep that in mind. So I just also want to state something quickly. This album has a stereotypical 90s vibe, and the 90s sound, when it comes to catchiness and feeling the vibe and kind of shaking my ass if I want to dance and get happy, 90s is the era that I tend to want that to happen, because I think it's the catchiest era when it comes to the beats and the production in music overall compared to all of the other like 10 Lots of Centuries. So I will go to 90s to shake my ass, basically, and Shakespears sister is like that. They do catchy stuff, but I will say their music isn't dancey material, it's more artistry material, and that's why I like them. They're kind of like a glam goth look to them, and I already like the goth look and the goth vibe, but the fact that they've done a glamorized version of that, something that I knew it was a thing, but I'd never seen it too much, and I thought it was really cool. So that's one of the reasons why I like Shakespears sister. So that's the first reason. And the second reason is because, so there's 2 singers in there. There's kind of the main singer, and then there's almost like the backing singer, even though she's not really a backing singer. So the main one is originally from Bananarama. So to me, she has kind of like a normal sounding voice, but then there's the other woman who doesn't sing as much as the Bananarama woman, but she still sings, and she has a very high pitched, almost like alien voice, and that's what I really like about her voice. Like, she's got one of them weird voices where you couldn't say it sounds just like whoever, because it's so high pitched and so alieny. Like, that's always the vibe that I got from her voice, that it was like an alien being. So yeah, I love her voice, and I think if she wasn't in there, I wouldn't be as bothered with Shakespears sister. I'm not saying that the Bananarama woman can't sing, but I think that the other one can sing a lot better, and she can do a lot more beltier, long-lasting vocals than the other woman can. So that's the second reason why I like Shakespears sister. So the first track that is my favourite is I Don't Care. So you know how I was just saying that I like the one that doesn't sing the most, but she's still obviously one of the singers in there. That she has a very high pitched sound. This song literally starts off with that high pitched alien sound, and it's like it brings you in and it draws you in straight away. But the song itself is quite catchy, and I personally like the lyrics because a part of the lyrics is like, I don't care what they think about me. I don't care if you write an honest song. No matter I fall, I'll land on my feet. So, it's a song to listen to, like, if you generally don't care about what other people think and you're just living your best life, really. So, it's one of the reasons why I like the songs, but also because it's catchy. So it's lyrically based for me, it's productionally based for me, but then I also love the vocal talent of the second singer, the one that I actually think is the best. So also I want to make something else completely clear. Sometimes I'll like a song just because of the beat and the production and not really listen to the lyrics, but then I'll admit that. But it's still one of my favourites because of said so beat and production. I would say that this next one, which is my second favourite, called Emotional Thing, this one isn't as lyrically based, but I like the beat of it. I think it's really catchy. I think it's really on point with the singing coordination, and it's something that I really appreciate. So I do think that there is a bit of a lyrical message to it, but honestly, I don't really listen to the lyrical message. I'm more listening to the production and the beat. Like I say, I think it goes really good with the singing style that they do. So, yeah, it's still one of my favourites, but it's production based and sound based. The next one is Stay. So, for those of you who don't know Shakespears' Sister, you will know this song. It's the song that everyone knows if they don't know Shakespears' Sister because it's been played so many times on the radio. It's a really good song. And the main person who's singing this track is actually my favourite. And I think that's probably why it's one of my favourites, because 98% of the time she's the only one that's singing. So I like that about it. And I just love I like the sound to it, the fact that it almost has like a spooky atmospheric vibe to it, but instead of spooky sounds like what Evanescence's traditional sound is, it's more alien sounding, like almost outworldish instead of spirit worldish. And I love the lyrics basically talking about if you're caught in between life and death and you don't know what to do, please stay in this world with me because I love you so much, basically. And if you feel like giving in, then just lean on me and I'll remind you to stay. That's pretty much what a lot of the lyrics is talking about. Next one is called Moonchild. So, quite similar to the one before the last one that I've just done, Emotional Thing. I feel like this one is a bit more production based as well, but something that also makes me think that this one's one of my favourites is it almost has like a bit of a dark feeling to it without actually sounding or saying anything dark or spooky. Basically, there's a bit in the lyrics where it's like, there's a moon child in everyone. Oh, little moon child, you're not the only one. So, to me, they're trying to say that everyone has kind of their dark side, and it's okay to either express your darkness or be aware of your darkness, and to not feel like you're the only one who has a bit of a dark side. And the fact that instead of calling it dark side, you called it Moonchild, I thought the way they did that was quite clever, or at least that's what I'm interpreting it as, that message. The next one is Let Me Entertain You. So, this one, I wasn't going to say that this one's one of my favourites, and I was going to say that there was 5. But then I started thinking to whenever I listen to it, I do feel a connection with it, more so than the others. So I wouldn't say it's my top favourite. Like, my top 2-3 favourites is probably Stay, I would say Emotional Thing, and I Don't Care. They're probably my top 3 ones. But with this one, I feel like there's something about the vibe of the production and also the chorus, because the chorus is pretty much let me entertain you. So it has like a bit of a sassy feeling without saying anything explicit. I think it's quite similar to For Your Entertainment by Adam Lambert. So that song by Adam Lambert's quite catchy, campy, and it's very like, even though he's not saying any explicit, raunchy lyrics, it's implying that, and to me, this song is very much on that same wavelength. So it's nice to get into that mood if you feel into that mood without being explicit. So the last one is Hello, and this one is very similar to Stay, where it is lyrically based and it's not really that catchy, where it's just a bit of piano and probably a bit of atmospheric music, but it is mostly about the voices. So I was almost going to say that this one was one of my top 3, but even though it is one of my top 6 favourite ones, because both of them are singing it and it's mostly the one that's not my favourite singing it, I think that's what's dialed it down slightly. Where the reason why Stay is up there with my top ones is because it's mostly the woman who is my favourite that is singing. Where if she was to sing most of Hello, I think I would then say that is also one of my top 3 favourites. But because it's not, that's why it's still down there with the 6. I feel like this is a song for anti-bullying. That's what I think about how it should be, and what I think that people would want to listen to it for. When you feel alone, but not through loss or tragedy, but just not feeling like you can be your natural self. And it's highlighting that everyone feels like that in certain times of their life, so it's connecting people through humanity. So, there you go, you guys. I've said all of my favourites and about the album, and I've stated the other songs off the album, and I've gave you what my thoughts are. So now I'm going to say who I think might like this. So, I would say that a handful of people might like this because it has a bit of a unique sound to it. So, because this album was made in the early 90s, I would say if you like the typical 90s sound and beat like I do, I would recommend that you listen to this because it's got that sound to it. But then I would also say, if you like a female fronted vocalist, I would probably say listen to this group, because my favourite singer is better than the Bananarama singer, and she's got more of a unique voice. So if you like either unique voices or a female fronted vocalist who is a belter, then she's not a belter, but she's quite similar in that vein. So then I would recommend people who would like that would be into that as well. Alright, I think I've said everything I need to say. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe down below. I'll also link my Twitters down below, my other YouTube channel where I talk about my experience as a gay guy, and I am the non-leftist gay guy, so I'll give you the actual real perspective in life and in politics that isn't woke. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this day. I'm personally glad that it's not super hot and we've had a break from it, so hope you guys are enjoying just the mild weather. So have a great day and love yourself, love your mind, love your body, love who you are, and see you guys.